Hello, Yakri here with another Warframe video, and this time I want to talk about Ash and the changes he had in the patch. Now, trying out the Eidolon patch in particular. Now, you may have noticed that I did not cover Ash or Atlas when the patch dropped, and in the case of Ash, that's because I've kind of hated playing Ash ever since I built him, which was before his initial rework, and so I not really familiar with him since I haven't played him since then. However, with the rework, I decided to try it out today, and I think he's moving back towards one of my favorite Warframes instead of one of my least favorite, with the way his ultimate works now, and because of some of the changes to melee that have happened since I initially got onto Warframe and built him. Which was a long time ago, before Bladestorm was initially reworked. So the big deal with the patch is that they changed how Bladestorm works to be kind of fun and non-irritating while also being good. And in the past, it's really either been annoying and garbage, or not annoying or annoying and garbage, or annoying and really strong, or not annoying but bad, or both at various points. And they've finally gotten it right, in my opinion. Okay, so let's take a look at how it works now. And how it works now is that you can mark enemies, and then you can release your ultimate ability, and that, marking enemies drains energy, and you can release it to have your clones go ham on these guys, right? Absolutely obliterating them. And because this ability deals finisher damage with the slash proc, it is one of the best damage dealing abilities in the game. Your clones can hit enemies multiple times if you've marked them multiple times. And this can lead to huge amounts of damage. As you can see, I'm taking on level 120 enemies without too much trouble. It's costing me not even that much energy, to be honest. And the other thing that's really great about this ability is that it scales up with your melee combo multiplier. Now, what that really means is that you can get the damage on this ability very high. I'm already at 2x combo multiplier. That's not hard to do. So let's take a look at what I've gotten for his stats. And I've formed this guy 0 times. Like I said, I haven't played him since I initially built him. Oh, what was that, like 2 years ago? I think it's been 2 years now. Jesus. Anyway, so look at his ultimate. Base damage is 7,000. Okay, so is that really correct? I don't have a multiplier anymore, right? That doesn't get factored into this. Yeah, 7,000. So with my power strength, I'll show you my build in a second. It's 7,000 damage. The base being 2,000, of course. Range is ridiculous. And the energy cost is fairly modest, honestly, because you want to be invisible the whole time anyway. Now, 7,000 damage, it's going to slash proc as well. And slash procs deal, what is it, 125% of base damage, I think? It's, let's see. Oh no, normal slash procs are less, but Ash's slash procs are 100% for Bladestorm, I believe. So it's another 7,000 damage. This is all finisher damage. I believe it's inflated by his passive though, which makes slash procs deal more damage. Yeah, so it's inflated by his passive and to actually be better than normal, and it deals 100% bleed chance, right? So I'm getting the damage number wrong, but it deals a huge amount of slash proc damage, right? And the base damage is finisher damage as well. So you're dealing somewhere over 10,000 damage in finisher damage, and that's baseline, right? So if you have a melee combo multiplier of 2, it benefits fully from that, meaning the base damage is 14,000 per hit. You can mark targets twice for 28,000 per hit, and then each of those hits will deal a slash proc, which will be better than normal, and you're getting like well into the 30,000, 40,000 range on enemies you hit with this ultimate. Now, here's the thing. There are a lot of new mods to increase combo multiplier duration these days. I'm actually a little bit behind on those, but I've got body count maxed out on here, and I've put Gladiator Rush, which I'm going to level up later, on here, and these, of course, will increase your combo duration, and then your ultimate gives you hits for combo multiplier, so you don't actually have to melee enemies, but if you do, it'll go up even faster. You can fairly easily get to, say, 3x combo multiplier, making his ult do absolutely hilarious amounts of damage in terms of base damage. And then if you take Naramon, the focus school, that has a mechanic that causes your combo multiplier to drain instead of dropping entirely, right? And it drains hits, and it's actually perhaps it's probably due for a nerf, but right now it's hilariously overpowered. It only drains a certain number of like ticks towards your combo multiplier every time the entire extended duration with body count and whatnot wears out. So just super good. You're going to be able to stack combo multiplier on Ashe very high. You're going to be at like 3x all the time probably once you've gotten into a mission of it. And so he's going to deal massive damage, and the way his abilities work are fun and convenient. His other abilities are perfectly good too, but I'm mostly talking about how he was changed in the patch. And I really think this is one of like the best like nail on head reworks we've had finally, although it took them far too long, to be fair. But they finally got it right, and I'd say this is like on par with the absolutely amazing Rhino rework we had way back in the day. So this is the build I've got on him. It's by no means optimized. Steel Charge does benefit the base damage of your ultimate, but not the slash proc for some reason. So that probably needs to be exchanged for growing power, but I've informed him, so not in a great place. If you aren't familiar with Ashe, let's take a look at all his abilities just to wrap this up. You've got Shuriken, Smokescreen, Teleport, Bladestorm. So not too much craziness going on here. Shuriken just deals okay base damage. I think it can slash proc enemies. Smokescreen makes you invisible, right, and stuns enemies. I believe he's got some good augments for these abilities too, but I'm not gonna get into that. And Teleport, you can teleport into behind a target, which is great. Makes it vulnerable to finishers, which means, of course, if you have a dagger with covert lethality, which I currently have equipped, right, you can just finish off enemies. I don't know if I left covert lethality up, but whatever. You can kill enemies up to any level. He has some pretty good augments as well, but like I said, I'm not like an expert Ashe player. I just think it's fantastic how they've reworked him in this update, and perhaps I will do somewhat of a guide on Ashe and all the mods you can get to extend combo multiplier time and how the deal with Naramon works and all that at a later date when I've actually had some time to play him, probably in a couple weeks. So, hope you've enjoyed the video. Yakri out.